Everyone, Kristopher is on a 200 city-town walking tour across Canada to certainly raise awareness about organ donations. He is a courageous teenager with supporters of all ages, as you can see here today. Before we go further, I'd like to introduce members of council and special guests who are here today. We have Mayor Michael DiBiase, Regional Councillor Mario Ferry, Regional Councillor Linda Jackson, Regional Councillor Joyce Fristaglio. We have our Ward 1 Councillor Peter Meffe, just arrived. Tony Corella is our Ward 2 Councillor. Our Ward 3 Councillor Bernie DeBona. Ward 4 Councillor Sandra Young-Racco. And our Ward 5 Councillor Susan Cadis. Special guest today we're also going to have speaking is Sandra Fiorini and Christopher Moda of Divine Mercy. And now, what I'd like to do is have Mayor Michael DiBiase say a few words on behalf of the city. Michael?
Well, thank you very much, Mike, and good morning, everyone. It's an honor this morning for me to welcome Kristopher to the city of Vaughan. I also would like to welcome Mr. Knowles, Mr. Marcello, of course, and we've met many a time, and we've had many discussions together, many at Market Lane in particular. And also I'd like to say, I wish you welcome to the students of Divine Mercy Catholic School in Maple. Thank you, and all our staff for being here this morning. It is a very important day in our lives. Nearly 90% of Canadians are in favor of organ donation, but less than 40% of us sign the organ donation card and tell our families of our decision. With more than 3,500 Canadians now on the transplant waiting list, just like Kristopher, his walk reminds of us organ and tissue donations may touch every one of us, our family, our friends, our colleagues. Every day, very special and caring people make organ donation possible. Donor families, transplant coordinators, recovery teams, and recipients. Although every situation is different, each one is a deeply touching story of everyday people making an extraordinary difference, giving the gift of life. Kristopher, you are an inspiration to everyone here today. The courage you show facing the challenge of your young life and the enormous task you have undertaken make us all want to be better people. I thank you for visiting Vaughan and sharing your journey and story with us. On behalf of the City of Vaughan, I would like to present Kristopher with a certificate to commemorate his visit to our city. I wish him the very best to continue his walk across Canada, raising awareness for organ and tissue donation. I'd like to wish him lots of luck. I'd like to thank him, and I hope he's in our prayers forever. And our wish is that he will live with us and have a life like everyone else. And I hope that that dream will become a reality. So Kristopher, I wish you luck, and on behalf of all members of council, I do have a certificate which says, Kristophers Wish. The City of Vaughan supports and encourages Kristopher Knowles on his cross-Canada walk to promote an awareness of the need of organ donations.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Kristopher. George Marcello, he's going to need a special introduction, I think, here because of all his efforts and who started this whole foundation in terms of what we're seeing here today. But now it's my pleasure to welcome Sandra Fiorini and Kristopher Mota of Divine Mercy to say a few words.
Kristopher, on behalf of the grade 8 students at Divine Mercy and the entire population of Divine Mercy, I would just like to thank you today for allowing us to be part of your journey. It definitely has raised awareness in the classroom with regards to organ donation, something that I think the kids were not aware of before this moment. And we will definitely be following your courageous story in the future in the newspaper, and we wish you all the best on your journey across Canada.
Wow, Chris, we all think you're really courageous to have the courage to walk across Canada with having a need a liver. And we're just so surprised that a kid with your age can work like this. Like, we know just Terry Fox, like he ran, but he had troubles too. And it's amazing that we can see a kid this age walk across Canada. And we have Divine Mercy and picking our class. We'd like to really thank them. We're really surprising. I think in each kid sitting down there, we really inspired them or touched them in some way or somehow.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Kristopher. Not only is Kristopher a very special person, but we also have here today George Marcello. In my mind, he's a very special person because he's the founder of the Step-by-Step and the organizer of Kristophers Wish. And George is here today. I'm sure he wants to say a few words about Kristophers Wish. George?
Thank you. First of all, I do want to thank all the councillors that were mentioned and that are participating today. This is a very important issue, and having your attendance here is so important. Making a statement in your community how important this issue is. Thank you very much. And I'm continuing to thank your mayor because he is a strong advocate of organ and tissue donation. He doesn't just talk about it, he does it. He's appeared in so many events, and he's continuing to bring this important message to his community and other people and folks. And that shows great example for a community, the city of Vaughan, to do that. Because if we can have every community throughout the country to do what you're doing, Mayor, we're going to see a significant change in our rates. So thank you all, members of City Hall. I also want to thank the Master of Ceremonies. Also want to thank the York Regional Police Department for another great escort and the members that are here present. Let's give the
First Wish. And George is here today. I'm sure he wants to say a few words about Kristophers Wish. George?
Thank you. First of all, I do want to thank all the councilors that were mentioned and that are participating today. This is a very important issue, and having your attendance here is so important. Making a statement in your community how important this issue is. Thank you very much. And I'm continuing to thank your mayor because he is a strong advocate of organ and tissue donation. He doesn't just talk about it, he does it. He's appeared in so many events, and he's continuing to bring this important message to his community and other people and folks. And that shows great example for a community, the city of Vaughan, to do that. Because if we can have every community throughout the country to do what you're doing, Mayor, we're going to see a significant change in our rates. So thank you all, members of City Hall. I also want to thank the Master of Ceremonies. Also want to thank the York Regional Police Department for another great escort and the members that are here present. Let's give the I also want to recognize Kristopher's dad, who is on the road with us also, and he does many things, including the camera work. Kelly, can you make yourself known? And another very, very important part of the team is Joseph Molkowski. I don't know, where is he? Is he in the back there?
On the phone.
Okay, he's on the phone. Joseph is responsible for many things, including our website and all the marketing stuff that we're doing. And he actually created this poster here. He's a portrait artist by nature, and this is just a magnificent piece of work that he's put together. And we're going to make sure that these posters, that look, is going to get distributed right across Canada. So in Joseph's absence, thank you, Joseph. I also want to thank the principal of Divine Mercy, who on very short notice put the event together to get all the kids gathered and to walk here. Principal, I can't pronounce your last name right. Botticelli, sorry. And thank you, sir, for organizing the event. And also the students, the classroom that came out and walked. It was a very cold day today, you know, and they walked courageously from their school here, and you know, everybody was watching them on the street walking. Please give yourselves a round of applause. And I also want to recognize my shy niece, who doesn't like pictures, and she likes staying in the background. My niece, Alexandria Marcello, and I was so happy that Divine Mercy took on this project because my niece went to that school, and she actually was helping the principal with a lot of the work. Thank you, Alex. Today is day 33 of a 353-day campaign across Canada, and we're visiting 200 communities as we're going along. And Kristophers Wish, his wish is to Terry Fox had a wish and a dream. He wanted everyone, every Canadian, to donate $1 to the Canadian Cancer Society. I don't know, you're too young to remember that, but you might have heard of that. And that was his wish, so that there could be a cure for cancer one day. Kristopher's wish is very similar. His wish is to have every Canadian become an organ donor. And he's determined to see that through. He's not stopping short of every Canadian becoming an organ donor. And here's the benefits if that happens. There's presently almost 4,000 Canadians on the waiting list for all organs. And if we can make that wish come true, we can save the lives of every single person that's on the waiting list. So this message is so important. It's so important. That's why we're so happy that we got the school involved, we got members of council involved, the mayor involved, the police police involved, the media involved, and everybody's getting involved because that's what we need. And if we can create a national compassion and making this issue more a priority, we have a chance of making that wish come true. And that's what this whole campaign is about. And I have to tell you that I met Chris during my campaign in Sarnia, during my stop there, and I met the most incredible human being in the world. Because when I met him, I didn't know at the time that he needed a liver transplant because he didn't show no signs of it. He seemed like a normal kid, and it wasn't until the end of the day that he lifted up his shirt and showed me all the scars on his stomach. He has had to go to the hospital for 20 life-saving operations in the past 12 years. And he's got this incredible will to survive and not let the disease win. And when I met him, he expressed a wish to me. He asked me if one day he can carry the torch across Canada, and that if I could be his road manager. And, you know, that was an overwhelming suggestion. And when I was making my way back in Sarnia, I made a stop again, and I met him again, and he had this great big smile on his face, and I thought for sure he received his transplant. But he didn't. Unfortunately, he was still on the waiting list, and he still had this intense look in his eyes, and this spirit in his eyes, and he asked me once again, can I walk across the country carrying the torch, and will you be my road manager? And I said yes. And on January the 8th, we started the campaign from his hometown, Sarnia. We're on day 33 today. This boy is an amazing boy. He loves hockey. He loves his Xbox. He loves swimming. He loves eating. And girls, he's also available. I want to give it back to the Master of Ceremony so he can properly introduce our special guest today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, George. How many hearts do you have? Because you certainly speak from the heart, George, and this individual here too. You are so special to take this on. It's just incredible of you. Kristopher, certainly keep on walking and take this on, and I know across Canada everyone is going to be supporting you, and you're going to be truly a success. Kristopher, I know you want to say a couple of words, a few words, say as many words as you want, because you are the guest of honor here today. Kristopher.
Hi, my name is Kristopher Knowles. I'm 13 years old. I need a liver. I've been waiting for a liver for my whole life. I have a wish. My wish is to walk across Canada to help the 4,000 men, women, and children that are in need of an organ. Please take this home and tell your family that you want to be an organ donor. Please don't take your organs to heaven. God knows we need them here. And I'd like to thank the town of Vaughan and your school for coming out today. Thanks.
Kristopher, thank you very much. Kristopher.
Hi, my name is Kristopher Knowles. I'm 13 years old. I need a liver. I've been waiting for a liver for my whole life. I have a wish. My wish is to walk across Canada to help the 4,000 men, women, and children that are in need of an organ. Please take this home and tell your family that you want to be an organ donor. Please don't take your organs to heaven. God knows we need them here. And I'd like to thank the town of Vaughan and your school for coming out today. Thanks.
Kristopher, thank you very much. You want to say a couple of them?
I just wanted to, we do have another gift that's being presented by the fire department. And the fire chief is here. This is the gentleman, and when there's fires in your community, Chief John Sutton, he makes sure that they get put out and everybody's safe in your community. So please welcome the Chief Sutton.
I just want to take this moment to present to Kristopher something to help keep him warm on his journey across the country, so that he'll remember the hearts of the firefighters of Vaughan are with him all the way, and we wish him great success.
This concludes this ceremony. On behalf of the Mayor, Michael DiBiase, members of council and the City of Vaughan, thank you all for being here today. Kristopher, you've shown certainly that you're our hero, and you certainly are my hero. Keep on walking.